Coming up next, a UFC lightweight division bout. Well, this dude is a submission magician. I am very thankful I am not fighting him here tonight, and it's really a case of pick your poison. He has so many different chokes in his arsenal and has been a master of getting these fights exactly where he wants them.
There are black belts, there are guys like this who can do jiu-jitsu at a level that not many people, regardless of the time spent, can truly get to. His understanding of position is truly unbelievable. He always has the frame. The moment you start to press into him, he's always underhooking, always looking for the next escape route, but not to get back to his feet.
Right.
He wants to go from bottom to top. If he's in the top position, you are constantly in danger. Don't think he can't submit you from the bottom.
Right.
But his position of choice will always be in the top position, sitting in that beautiful half guard.
Yeah, his striking also has improved a lot, but no secret as to what he'll be trying to do in this matchup tonight. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight scrap. 4 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce
rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 33 wins, 9 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Charles Doblox Oliveira. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 23 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Iron Michael Chandler. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Great.
All right, so here we go. The weight and the height gives way to the action right here on one side. Maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter, taking on arguably the biggest submission threat in this division.
Because he's such a great submission grappler, I believe that this is the most dangerous fight for him in the division.
Wow.
He needs to maintain his space, stay away from this guy at all costs, and force him to stand up with him.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC. All right, so there's the early takedown. Pretty evident, DC, that he wants to get this fight to the ground, and he was certainly able to do so there.
He felt like he had...
Looks like he's trying for a submission now.
Oh, he's got a choke. No, actually, he goes to an inverted triangle to try to get the finish. Wow, you don't see that very often.
Oh, he's in trouble here.
This is where you don't want to be, though.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Both fighters back to their feet now. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
2 minutes have expired in our opening round. He's got a serious right punch, and he went to it effectively there.
It is his money shot, and he will continue to throw it until he finds a knockout.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Now it's his mount.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat? All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
90 seconds to go in the opening round.
Yep, got to be very careful there. Got to be careful, armbar.
He might get a finish here.
Now he falls back into the finishing position.
And there it is!
He's done, he's done. Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, that is high-level grappling right there as he gets the win tonight here by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 4 minutes, 2 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Charles the Bronx Oliveira!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC lightweight division bout. All right, so we get another look at this high-level wrestler here tonight, DC. When it comes to the grappling, the wrestling, fighting this guy makes for a really hard night at the office.
It makes for a hard night because the moment he gets close to you, it's like a fly stuck in flypaper. He sticks to you like glue. He moves from position to position seamlessly. He possesses great takedowns from the clinch, from a nice inside trip to a bear hug or a throw. He's just one of those guys that the moment he comes into contact with you, a lifetime of wrestling has shown him an amazing ability to get you to the floor.
Yeah, all of that one-on-one competition, as you mentioned, great in transition. Big spot, needless to say, for him here tonight. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the field.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Both fighters 29 years of age, with similar height and reach. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Makhachkala, Russia, Islam Makhachev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 12 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Rafael Adaman Pizzian! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata.
Ready? Ready?
All right, so here we go, round 1 of this highly anticipated tilt between the strong striker and the decorated grappler. Any chance that these guys mix it up, or are you just expecting they're going to stick to a battle to the death?
I'm expecting a pretty straightforward approach from both of these fighters. The striker will try to lead with his punches and his kicks, and the grappler will try to time a takedown, time a clinch position so he can start to work towards a lot of those great judo throws that he possesses. Once on the ground, he is in his realm and will start to chase submissions.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He's landed that punch over and over again. What's he going to do to follow up?
And they separate.
Finish this fight.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Both guys throwing potential fight enders here in the early going. Beautiful hook.
Another punch to the head. He's really turning every part of himself into those strikes to the head.
All right, single collar tie now.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? Nice leg kick lands.
And they separate. The right hook to the body. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. So he stuffs another takedown there. He talked to us about how hard this training camp was in terms of the defensive wrestling, but he certainly put in the right work.
He did a great job of recognizing the threat, understanding that he could not allow his opponent to get to his hips. He never allows his opponent to get to his hips. And because of that, he's been safe.
And he landed the right hand there. Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Big kick land.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
Oh, dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier. It almost looked like he went limp there for a second.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Out of range with that kick attempt.
Straight punch lands.
Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Left hand punch from the clinch. Nice leg kick.
Ooh.
Wow! Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Trying to stay in this fight. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. He blocks the shot. Got the single collar tie. Oh, beautiful jab there, man. It's like you know what's coming, can't stop it.
I mean, you have to anticipate that jab coming or he will batter and bruise you with that single strike. Left hand punch from the clinch.
Second round, straight ahead. All right, let's get you a replay from that previous round. It was the big knockdown courtesy of that kick that nearly closed the show for good.
It almost closed the show, but nothing's more discouraging than when you get somebody hurt that bad and you don't shut the door. He has to go back to work now knowing that he's got about as tough a guy as he's ever had in front of him in the octagon tonight.
Okay, round two, you ready? You ready?
Round two here. Oh, beautiful hook there. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, straight right.
Oh, he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, big left. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now, the ground and pound starts.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Choked him to sleep with the arm triangle.
The moment he dropped his chest, it dropped all of his weight on his opponent's neck and put him to sleep.
Jiu-jitsu practitioners around the world celebrating the effort of that young man tonight.
Oh! What a performance!
Well, you've got to admire the toughness, right, to not tap out. Ultimately, he chooses to go to sleep, but offensively, near-perfect execution on that submission. Beautiful transitions, clearly loose with his hips, and everything he did on the ground was near-perfect technique as he ultimately gets the submission win tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 53 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle choke, Islam Makhachev.
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired result.
Coming up next, it's a lightweight tilt between Justin Gaethje and Conor McGregor. Well, as you'd expect, a Super Bowl feel in this arena here tonight because the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history, Conor McGregor, is back. The celebrities are out in droves, all of them to see the former two-division UFC champion, the notorious Conor McGregor.
The stars always come out when the notorious one steps in the octagon, and he's earned that right. He is the biggest star in mixed martial arts, not only in mixed martial arts, but in sports across all platforms. One of the best fighters the UFC has ever seen. Not only a great fighter, but a great spokesman, a great salesman, and a guy that people always want to see.
And DC, we know you move that celebrity needle, but you don't move it like Conor McGregor.
Not like the notorious one.
We talk so much about his star power and what he has done for the sport, and rightfully so, that sometimes we don't spend enough time talking about just how skilled a fighter this is when it comes to distance management, the striking skills. We'll see how it goes for him here in the return tonight. If I ask you who the most exciting man in mixed martial arts is today, I trust the answer just might be Justin Ray Gaethje. Realized a major championship outside the UFC. He has really taken this promotion by storm since signing with the MMA leader a few years ago.
I mean, pace, pressure, aggressiveness, just meanness, a mentality that only allows him to pursue victory. Watching him against Edson Barboza, withstand some of the strikes that he took to get the knockout was a sight to behold. The fight against Michael Johnson in his UFC debut. Michael Johnson was a top 5 guy in the world, and Justin Gaethje completely melted him with pressure and pace. Just one of the most active guys in the UFC on the roster.
More bonuses than UFC fights, need I say more. Justin Gaethje back for more tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Gaethje is 31, McGregor is 32. He will have a 4-inch reach advantage. And now to get us started,
ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the notorious Conor McGregor! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 24 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Justin, the Highlight Gaethje. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our 3rd man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Ready to fight?
You know, I'm not sure if I'm too excited to be professional here. I see you're grabbing for your heart, DC. The biggest superstar in MMA versus the most watchable guy in the sport. McGregor and Gaethje are underway.
This is going to be a crazy fight. We know Justin Gaethje. The moment the referee says fight, Justin Gaethje is going to march forward. He's going to get into the face of Conor McGregor, and he's going to just make him work. This is going to be a matchup that you do not want to blink for.
Well, you saw us reference it in the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Nice punch lands.
Oh, collar tie. And there, whoa!
Oh, he's hurt bad. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt away. Back.
Back to the feet. Oh, he might be out.
Oh, just opening up on him now.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Good punch.
Got the single collar tie. Oh, good opportunity to do damage here. He's got that tie clinch.
In the tie clinch, look for the knees to start.
Jockeying for position here on the clinch. Both fighters trying to get a more dominant position. The strikes continuing to pile up. 27 total strikes have found the mark for Conor McGregor. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Gaethje. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Oh, he lands the Superman punch. Oh, nice advance there by Gaethje. Just relentless in his pursuit of not just perfection, but of the opponent tonight.
I mean, the pressure that he fights with is phenomenal. He's constantly in your face, constantly making you work, making you feel like there is no place for you to escape the pressure of Justin Gaethje.
Nice liver shot lands. Oh, straight right.
He got him.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Nice kick there by McGregor. Checks the leg kick. Gaethje gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Gotta find a way to move those feet. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Oh, big left. That one appeared to stun him.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Oh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Gaethje. And they separate. Trying to find a home for that right hand.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? Oh!
Trying to establish that jab once again. Gaethje gets hit with a kick.
Oh! He was hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Oh, nice right hand.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free, he's in trouble. He's hurt.
Oh, he might be out.
Here's my hand.
Oh, how good is that? The diving punch lands flush to the head. All right, what a round. All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and for all the good that he did in that round, it was the punching that really led to him really taking control of the fight. He did a great job finding his shot over and over again.
Round 2. Justin Gaethje versus Conor McGregor.
That one snuck in. Nice strike. Oh, big head kick.
Oh, McGregor's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. Just missed with the left there. Both guys landing with conviction now. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Counter punch attempt here, no good. And he landed the right hand there. 83 total strikes have landed for Conor McGregor. Back to the feet. Oh, big left hook there. Punch coming, it's blocked. Oh, he's out.
Yo, wow, that was nasty.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched gloves.
I mean, a competitive fight. That one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 1 minute, 12 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, the notorious Conor McGregor!
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.
Coming up next, a UFC lightweight division bout. Well, he was the first man to amass a double-digit winning streak in the shark-infested lightweight waters in the UFC. The former interim champion, El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson, back on the proving ground here tonight.
Tony Ferguson was able to navigate the toughest division in the UFC. He's one of the most diverse, nasty strikers the UFC has ever seen. And you couple that with that college wrestling background. Every time you step foot in the octagon for Ferguson, you know you have your hands full. One of the most exciting fighters the UFC has ever seen.
He is an 8-point striker, outstanding submission game, has a lot of good chokes in his arsenal. He'll lean on that Darce choke, has a pretty good triangle as well.
Watch that low signal.
I'm telling you, Tony Ferguson ready to prove yet again that he is one of, if not the best lightweight on planet Earth. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Ferguson is 5 years the elder. He will have a 6-inch reach advantage. Let's get it started. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, Tony Ferguson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Mateusz Gamrot! And with the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go. The weight and the height gives way to the action right here on one side. Maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter, taking on arguably the biggest submission threat in this division.
Because he's such a great submission grappler, I believe that this is the most dangerous fight for him in the division.
Wow.
He needs to maintain his space, stay away from this guy at all costs, and force him to stand up with him.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. All right, so there's the...
there we go.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most...
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
He might get a finish here. Oh!
Turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
And that will do it.
He got him. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, so a quick night at the office for him here tonight. He told us he wanted to be efficient. He didn't want to waste a lot of time. He felt his opponent knew the takedown attempts would be coming, and he got the fight to the ground relatively easily, and his submission skills then took over. Big, big result for him early in round 1 tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 9 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, Tony Ferguson!
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the crown, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC lightweight division bout. Should be interesting to see how it goes for him here tonight. This is a high-level wrestler of the highest order. No questioning the cardio. He's got a big fight in front of him here tonight.
Every time he steps foot into the octagon, he does one thing, and that's embrace the grind. He gets right in your face. He pushes forward. He gets to the clinch. He loves the single leg takedown. If he can grab your leg, it's like getting caught in a vice grip getting grabbed by a crocodile, he is going to finish it. He starts to run his feet immediately. When he can get you moving, he is always looking to advance from position 1 to position 2 to eventually finishing that great single leg that he possesses.
And when he closes the distance, best of luck trying to buck this guy off of you. He does pummel drills in his sleep. Big fight for him here tonight. All right, well, he's one of the more accomplished Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners in this division, DC, and I know how many chokes you have in your arsenal. Offensive Jiu-Jitsu, defensive Jiu-Jitsu, doesn't get much better than this guy.
It doesn't get as high level in terms of Jiu-Jitsu knowledge. He knows in every exchange that he's the guy that's processing things at a different level. From the armbar submissions that he has shown in the octagon to the beautiful guillotine chokes that he does over and over again. And don't think that he won't roll for a knee bar and get a submission. Right. It's just constant danger when you're in the jiu-jitsu with this guy.
And even the high-level wrestlers that he's fought have paused to try to take him down because of that patented guillotine.
It's
so truly a case of pick your poison with this Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. The Russian is 29. The Brazilian is 30. He will have a 4-inch reach advantage. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Makhachkala, Russia, is Makachev! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 33 wins, 9 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go with round 1. It is not a question of if, it's a question of when this fight hits the ground. You've got a grappler, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Most people think we're going to get a grappler's delight tonight.
Yes, we are going to get a grappler's delight, but for the jiu-jitsu player, for the jiu-jitsu fighter, he cannot allow for himself to constantly be on his back, because in the grappling realm, not only do these guys possess great submission skills, but the ground and pound, the advancements in the position is so key to the game. He has to make sure he's not thinking this is a jiu-jitsu match. This is a fight.
Well, we told you off the top he had the reach advantage, and you saw it right there with that punch. Oliveira doing the right things defensively. All right, so there's the early takedown. Pretty evident, DC, that he wants to get...
He's got his chin in, but now it's starting to slip under the neck.
He might get a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. Wow.
Now into his mouth.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oliveira's trying to lock up on a submission now.
He's going to attack armbar here. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. Now he falls back into the finishing position. He got it. He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done, absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. Let's take a look back at the replay. as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 6 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Charles the Bronx.
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, straight ahead, we'll get to this lightweight bout between Conor McGregor and Tony Ferguson. Well, he was the first man to amass a double-digit winning streak in the shark-infested lightweight waters in the UFC. The former interim champion, El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson, back on the proving ground here tonight.
Tony Ferguson was able to navigate the toughest division in the UFC. He's one of the most diverse, nasty strikers the UFC has ever seen. And you couple that with that college wrestling background. Every time you step foot in the octagon for Ferguson, you know you have your hands full. One of the most exciting fighters the UFC has ever seen.
He is an 8-point striker, outstanding submission game, has a lot of good chokes in his arsenal. He'll lean on that Darce choke, has a pretty good triangle as well.
Watch that no signal.
I'm telling you, Tony Ferguson ready to prove yet again that he is one of, if not the best lightweight on planet Earth. Well, the stars have aligned, and the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history is back tonight. The former 2-division champion, Conor McGregor. As such, the celebs are out. Let's see what type of version of Conor McGregor shows up here tonight.
Usually when Conor McGregor shows up, it's usually his best version. He's a guy that takes a great amount of pride in preparing for the event. He says it's a fight every single time he sees his opponent, from the press conference to the weigh-ins to the stare-downs. He is ready to show his opponent his best self every time he's in their face. And not only does he do that in the build-up when he gets into the octagon, with all the ability that he possesses, he's able to do that same thing. That's why he's been so successful and has gone from the bottom to the top of the UFC in such a short time.
Truly one of the elite strikers in UFC history. Moves every needle you would like him to move. And as you said, his work ethic, his preparation truly is legendary. Let's see if he has put in the right work in advance of this showcase fight here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. McGregor is 32. Ferguson is 36. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, here now the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 22 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the notorious Conor McGregor! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Loving.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
Are you ready?
All right, here we go. Round 1. How good is this? Tony Ferguson versus Conor McGregor. I know you're glad you don't have to fight Tony, but what is the biggest challenge for Conor going in there tonight?
I mean, it's the length, it's the diversity, and it's the freeness of Tony Ferguson. Champion versus champion. These two have been destined to be locked in the octagon for a long time. Tonight, it finally happened. Big punch lands over the top.
Right punches there. Oh, big knee!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Back to the feet. Oh! Big elbow there, lands. Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body. Lands a big right hand early. Oh! Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very active.
Oh, nice offering there by Tony Ferguson. We'll see if he can follow it up here, champ.
I mean, he usually does.
Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh! He missed with that jab attempt there. Well, 25 total strikes have now landed for Tony Ferguson. Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block. Overhand left, swing and a miss. Nice punch by Conor. 3 minutes and counting to go here in round 1. Got clipped with the right hand. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Oh, nice right hand.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by McGregor. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. 2 minutes to go in round 1. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Tony Ferguson.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
He's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Ferguson. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. "45 seconds remain in the round. Lands the ground and pound strike. All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just... Oh, and he's attacking choke now.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. And there it is!
Oh, my goodness. What a performance!
Yeah, you've got to admire the focus and the commitment to getting the finish. You could tell he was in hot pursuit of that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it, so he sets it up beautifully, lets it materialize almost organically, and ultimately gets the desired result. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this contest, declaring the winner by tap out due to a go-go plata. Tony
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired result.
Count me out, I'm counting my bullets, I'm loading my clips, I'm writing down names, I'm making a list, I'm checking it twice and I'm getting them hit. The real ones been dying, the fake ones is lit. The game is off balance, I'm back on my shit. The Bentley is dirty, my sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like it. You all in my, I'm all in my bag, as hard as it get. I do not stop high, I might take a sip, I might hit the blunt, but I'm liable to trip. I ain't popping no pill, but you do as you wish. I roll with some things, I love them to death. I got a few mil, but not all of them rich. What good is the bread if my is broke? What good is first class if my can't shit? That's my next mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, get my no chips. Just put the roller right back on my wrist. This watch came from Drizzy, he gave me a gift. Back when the racket was praying like this. They act like two legends cannot coexist. But I never beef with it. For no
All right, coming up next, the wait is over for this lightweight championship fight between Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira and Tony Ferguson. All right, here he is, the #1 lightweight contender, making his way to the octagon and looking to leave as the new undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world. He has bided his time, waiting for this title shot. He's got the winning streak. He has the quality of opposition. Now he's fighting the #1 guy in the world. He believes he's the best. Now his opportunity to prove it, just a few minutes away. Well, in a division as talented as 155 pounds, it is absolutely remarkable what this man has accomplished. Here he is, folks, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world. Now, his goals, far more lofty than that. The title defenses are starting to pile up, but he believes with this type of challenger that has some momentum with fight fans, if he can dust this guy here tonight, he can take his career to the next level and start to be mentioned with the GOATs, the Hall of Fame types. For now, he'll have to settle for UFC lightweight champion. We will see how it goes for him tonight in Vegas. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Ferguson is 6 years his senior. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, presenting the challenger, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 33 wins, 9 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira.
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back to your corner.
All right, folks, here we go with round 1. This is not the Eddie Bravo Invitational. This is the UFC. 2 of the more decorated Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts we have in this or any division.
Yes, in any division. We've never seen guys that can really incorporate the Jiu-Jitsu into fighting as we've seen this 2 do. But who's going to make a mistake? Who's going to leave an arm out there to get grabbed? Who's going to leave their neck out? Let's see, when you put 2 great Jiu-Jitsu players together, who can get their hand raised in the octagon. Nice fight.
Single collar tie here.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie.
All right, going for the early takedown, and he gets it. So no surprise he wanted to get this fight to the ground, and that is certainly a good sign for him moving forward in this fight.
He felt as if he had a massive advantage in the grappling and the wrestling. He was able to secure that takedown very early in the first round.
It's the elbow there. All right, so a nice shot there defensively to quick entry here.
Nice single leg entry, rotates the head outside to a high crotch.
The canvas reverberating here at the broadcast.
I mean, right there, boom, 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 boom. It's like me running anywhere, John.
That's right.
It's in there deep. There you go.
Oh, and that was a violent tap there, so he submits him with the arm bar.
I mean, just steps ahead of the competition. Where you're playing checkers, he's playing chess in the ground fighting. And it showed tonight in this big submission victory.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there is the man they are all chasing at 155 pounds, the undisputed UFC lightweight champion. And how about the way he got it done tonight? A spectacular submission to finish the job.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 41 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Tony Ferguson.
Oh, take my money, DC. We got a new UFC lightweight champion. This is a belt that doesn't always change hands very often. There's a new king at 155 pounds.
The most exciting moment in sport when Dana White wraps the belt around a new champion's waist. Take a moment, son. Breathe it in. You are now the best fighter in the world.
Still dangerous, goodness gracious, move like the Gracie brothers. You'll pay me something, fed everybody, they don't say me nothing. Still back to the bone from fetus, them man move misleading. Choco, check if he's breathing. No, I don't think he's breathing. Well, he got them weed, man, lean. Last man that track, they're fleeking. Don't talk too much, no more speaking.